We made almost $3,000 this month, and it probably took us about 10 minutes worth of work for the entire time in order to generate that much cash. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, as well as show you my entire exported Robinhood month to let you see every trade that we made, as well as all the dividends we collected. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Isaiah, and this is an income generating account where we started at $25,000 and now we're at $80,000 in just under 2 years. And this account also sells cash secured puts, which means you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. We sell covered calls, which means we're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. And we collect dividends from both weekly and monthly pairs. So, like I said, this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we made almost $3,000, the steps we took, as well as every trade we make. So if that interests you, make sure you help me out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and with your help, we can do it. So let's first jump right in to our account here. We are at $80,328. This past week, we collected just over $1,000 in dividends. The last week of the month is a nice cash flow week for us, and we're going to get it to where every week is like that. So let's first go and take a look at my trade history. I want you guys to be able to see every trade we made this month, where we made our money. So at the bottom here, I have a couple different tabs, and I'm going to go through each one. The first is our options tab. We only do two types of options. We sell cash secured puts, which, like I said, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. And we sell covered calls, which is where you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. In either situation, you get paid money. In my opinion, it's the easiest way to generate income because you're getting paid to agree to buy or sell something that you either already own or want to own. It's just like going shopping, going to the store, and someone giving you money just to agree to buy something you were already there to buy. Easy concept, and I'm going to go a little bit more into that when I talk about my Premium Generals group, but we'll get to that later. So, anyway, the month of February. Shorter month, so I expected it to be a lower paying month for us, but we still did pretty good. So, options. Let's take a look. We scroll to the bottom. BTC stands for buy to close, and STO stands for sell to open. When you are rolling a position, that's what we do. You're adding more time to your contract. But what goes on behind the scenes is you are buying to close one position, so you're paying to close, and you are selling to open the new one. So let's just take a look right here. Just a quick example. You see, it cost us $116 to close this contract, and we got paid $128 to extend it out. Move it from 2/27 out to April 2nd. Because we did that, we collected around $14 in cash, and it goes the whole way down to the bottom where we have our sum there. And just a little bit of fun fact, if you're not utilizing Excel, equals sum, and then you just highlight the whole row that you want to calculate out. So in the month of February, not only did we hit some good gains in the gym, we collected $911 in options premium. Again, all we did was agree to buy or sell a stock, and we only opened one new position in the month of February. I didn't realize that until I was looking at this. Otherwise, we were just rolling positions. Rolling, 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 or we'd get assigned. February was a down month for us. So we got assigned on a lot of positions. But on the flip side, when you get assigned, that means you have to buy the things you agreed to buy. You get to sell covered calls. So we always have something in our arsenal. So $911, a lower month for our options, but that's okay. We still got paid pretty well. Let's go talk about our dividends, but before I do that, I want to give a shout out to the best group on YouTube. We'll take a quick second. Let's jump over, take a look at them. Okay, here's our Premium Generals, where I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, debit spreads, the strangle method, other forms of trading, how I use margin, how I identify trades, and so much more. On top of that, you get to be featured in every single video. You get to see yourself here, see your account, see your beautiful face. And then in addition to that, I also have a Discord where I post every single trade I make, every single one of them. So it's only 10 bucks. Come stop by, watch the over 100 videos that we have in there, join the Discord, and I think you might stick around. A couple of us, 6 months long. Those people are amazing. 5 months, I want you to be a part of the community. We can all grow together. And with that being said, let's get back in the video. Okay, we're back here in our accounts, exported Robinhood report, and we just looked at our options. Let's go to our total dividends collected. So, in the month of February, again, only 28 days. It's a shortened month. That's okay. Because even in that short amount of time, we still collected a ton of cash in dividends. And most of it is from our high yielding weekly pairs, TSYY and COYY. They're high yielders. We take that income and we put it into our monthly paying dividends. I want to be able to live out of this account on monthly paying dividend funds. Those are, again, funds that are only paying once a month, not every week, not once a quarter, but every month. So we have two ultra weekly pairs, which are COYY and TSYY. We take that money, put it into our monthly pairs. That includes QILD, CLM, CRF, PDI, and a couple others. But what you want to see here, how much did we collect? Almost $1,900 in dividends this month. Dividends are fantastic. Just like options, where you're getting paid just to agree to buy or sell something, dividends, you're getting paid because you bought something you liked, something you wanted to own anyway. The company paid you. They're like, hey, we're glad you're here. Take a couple bucks on us. And I know it's a little bit more complex than that, but it really isn't. And people get so intimidated when they think about investing, or they're always trying to time the market. I've been investing for about 18 years, and again, nothing I say is financial advice, but I promise you, your biggest regret in any account I have, your biggest regret is always going to be not making purchases. That's the biggest loss. It's not, oh, I had a bad move, I lost $100 here. You're losing thousands of dollars in perceived value by not investing today. You don't have to do anything complex. Find something you want to own and buy it. Find something you use, whether you use a Peloton bike, Verizon phone, Apple, whatever it may be. Use a product, buy shares in that stock. Buy Yum Yum stock if you eat a lot of fast food. Just things like that. It's basic levels of investing. So, let's get back into it. I talked about how I want to live off of the monthly paying dividends in this account. Well, this was our total dividends for the month, $18.96. And I said the vast majority is our weekly pairs, which we only have a couple of those. In order for me to be able to live out of this account with the monthly dividend payers, I need to collect $2,800 a month in dividends from the monthly payers. So $2,800 a month, again, would cover my mortgage. It would cover my student loans. It would cover, any fixes and food, things like that around the house, gas, electric. So it's what I would need to survive. Now, I need to keep the option income and the weekly paying dividend income in order to continue to grow that monthly paying dividend fund. So that's why it's important that even though we could collect the needed amount out of the account, we want to only collect it from the monthly payer. So again, $1,896, let's just say $1,900 from monthly payer or from total dividends this month. We're going to go to the next tab here, monthly dividend payers. So on the left, the instrument, those are the ticker symbols. And these are my monthly paying dividend funds. Again, they pay once a month, and we've hit some major milestones with each of these, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about that. So, PDI, this is my all-time favorite dividend fund. And I get asked all the time why. It's because it's consistently paid me over the last 7, 8, however many years I've owned it. Multiple accounts. I have PDI in multiple accounts. I love it. My goal was to get 1,000 shares of PDI. We now have it. We've reached that goal. That's fantastic. Another goal we reached, in fact, just this last week, T-SPY. I wanted to get 350 shares because that would give me over $100 a month, and we just hit it. Remember, look here, we had 200 shares at the time of XDiv this month. We have 350 now because consistently I am making purchases every day. Sometimes I can only afford half a share. Sometimes I can afford 5 shares. Regardless, every day I am making purchases, and that is how you win in the stock market. Sorry, my cat's yelling. That is how you'll win in the stock market. You need to be consistent with your purchases. Don't try to time the market. Don't try to wait till it comes down or it goes back up. Just buy every day. You're not always going to get the best buy. I don't have the best cost average in any one of my accounts for anything, but I'm very happy with my position. The next milestone that we hit, CRF. I wanted 3,000 shares. I now actually have 3,100 because I accidentally bought 5 extra shares one day when I went to buy CLM, and I can't not have even 100 shares. That's just the way it works. At the time of XDIB, I had 2,600 shares. That means next month I'm going to have 500 more shares to pay off of. Same with T-SPY. I have 200 next month, which is next week. I'm going to have 350 shares. Consistency. CLM, I want to get 3,000 shares of this. I am up to 2,400. I'm 300 shares up there. And QILD, I already have my goal. I hit that a while ago. Just 100 shares. It's not a big position in any account that I have, but it gets the job done. I get 18 bucks a month, 17 bucks a month. I'll take it. Consistency. That's what I'm looking for. ORC, I have 400 shares. I want to get this to 500, but it's a stock. It's a real estate fund that I don't want to buy when it's above my cost average. It's a fund that I like, and I'll own the shares, but I'm a little bit more particular with my purchases on ORC. So we're at 400, and maybe we never get to 500 because it never comes back down to my cost average. Maybe it doesn't. That's fine. And then TDAC. I am up to 150 shares. At XDiv, I had 118 this month. I want to get this to 200 shares. So what's nice is T-SPY, we're done investing into for a while. PDI, we're done investing into for a while. QILD, we're done. CRF, we're done. ORC, we're basically done. So right now, monthly payers, I'm only looking at CLM and TDAC in terms of continuously making purchases. But all this to say, this month we collected $950 in monthly dividend payers. That's incredible. We only started adding monthly dividend payers to this account in December. In our first month of December, we got $530. The month of January, we got $700. The month of February here, we got $950. And if March would end tomorrow, we'd have over $1,000. But we're definitely going to make more purchases. I'm hoping by the end of March, lofty goal here, but I'm hoping I can get to $1,200 paid out in monthly paying dividends by the end of March. That'll put me almost 50% of the way to my goal. Now, my investing will slow down a little bit. I have been investing pretty heavy. I still have plenty of margin power on the side here. Plenty of margin power to make more purchases if I want to, but I try not to overextend myself. Even though I feel comfortable with these positions, I like making small daily buys over one big lump sum. I probably could have at any point put all the needed cash to buy the 21 or 3,000 shares of CRF out at once. And it probably would have made my cost average much worse. So I like small daily buys. It helps me be consistent, as well as it helps me make sure that I'm not over leveraging. By making those small daily buys, I find myself holding a little bit more accountability, which I think is pivotal for success. But now let's get over to our total tab. For the month of February, shortened month, we collected just over $2,800, $2,807.65. Shortened month, we only opened one option position. We rolled everything. So if we wanted to be more aggressive there, we could be. And I was pretty aggressive this month with our monthly paying dividend purchases because, again, I want to get $2,800 payouts every month from this account from my monthly dividend payers. And I know we can get there. So we are going to get there. We're going to take that money and we're going to continue to grow the account. So amazing month of February. Is it lower than January? Yeah. Does that bother me? Not at all. I am ecstatic. Any month we're walking away with money, that's amazing. Keep in mind, $2,800 for a 4-week month, we walked away with $700 every single week. Some people's full-time job paychecks come to about $700 a week. So the fact that we made this from our kitchen table or from our work desk or from our couch, wherever we made our moves, it's just amazing. That's what I love about investing. And I definitely don't have any secrets or anything like that that's going to change your fortunes tomorrow. But I promise you, if you start making purchases today, you're not going to notice a difference in a year, probably not in 2 years. But after that 5-6 year time frame, you will be so happy you did. Because that's when the compound monster will take over and you will start generating more money than you are putting into the account. So if I was putting cash into this account, I could definitely grow it much faster, but the account is sufficient or self-sufficient through options and dividends and things like that. So the I if I had a W-9 income, I could put it in here, but I don't do that. So it's one of those things where you can grow your account much faster than I can. You could literally take your paycheck, put it in here, and live off of out of your brokerage account. You see a lot of people doing that, and if you have a full-time job and you can be smart with your spending, you can do it too. And I'm definitely not saying you should or shouldn't, but the opportunity's there. And with that said, guys, another amazing month. Next week is March. I'm ready to get into it. That's for me every day is Friday, but I don't really look forward to the weekends because I love the stock market. I love buying those shares. You start to get to that addicted mindset where you're like, I can't wait to get on and buy that one share. I can't wait to put my $5 in so that way I can buy a quarter of a share or a tenth of a share, whatever it may be. But I know I can make those daily purchases. And even if you can only spare a couple of bucks, whatever it may be, it will change your future. 1 year over the span of, 30 to 40 years investing interest wise, can cost you a couple $100,000 in contribution. I know it sounds pretty insane to hear, but pull out an investment calculator and change the years that you've invested by just one and watch how it looks after 30, 40 years. Just look at it. And it's insane. So don't miss out. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. So let's grow together. Come check out the Premium Generals group. Again, I don't have the secrets that are going to make you rich tomorrow, but I can give you some motivation to be successful in the future. So, with that said, everybody, I truly appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again in the next one.